2017. So this is the bag that I'm taking. Let me show you. Anyway, I'm gonna start trying to figure out what I'm gonna pack. I have no idea. Okay, family, up and away. We are out of here. As you can see, the pilot didn't waste no time, okay? Before you knew it, we was up in the sky, and at this point, it's whatever. Like I said, I do not like flying. I don't know what I was doing. And then I took off at nighttime. One thing about it, it's nothing you can do once you're up in the air, right? That's what I kept telling myself. We up here now. So I do admit it was kind of pretty. I did like the lights and everything. It was nice taking off. But after I realized we up here now. So as you can see, I didn't have a window seat. I asked the guy next to me if he could film for me, and he did a pretty good job. We just landed. I have to take a break because I'm so tired. This flying ain't for me. What's your favorite part about flying? Mine is landing. That's the best part of it. Okay, let's go. Now we got to get through this airport, down the escalator, bend some corners. I mean, you better get your walking shoes on when you come to the Orlando International Airport. Baby, you're going to walk. Look at this escalator. Good thing they had that escalator. I don't think I would have made it. I mean, listen, it is a lot of walking. Woo, finally get to take my mask off. Like I was saying, ooh, this is not for me. I am not for it. I got 3 more flights. I got to fly back home, then I got to do Vegas, and then back home. And I'm back to driving, because that's how I get down. Flying is so damn stressful. Oh my goodness. Whew, I just took my mask off. So I'm sitting here waiting on my Uber, and I look up and my cousin is coming out the door. And I'm like, where are you coming from? Turns out she was on the same plane. She had a layover. She was in the front of the plane. I was way in the back. Oh, that's crazy. So we sitting there laughing because I'm staying with her. But I knew she was flying in that day, but I thought it was earlier. Anyway, we shared the Uber because, like I said, she just came walking out. I'm like, what the? We sitting here talking about it. She's always talking about she's coming from Dubai, and that's all she's talking about. But the radio was on, and as we're talking, the radio's playing. So you know about that copyright stuff, so I couldn't play it. But yeah, so now we're heading up out of here. I love coming home. And look at this. I love Orlando, okay? Right now we're just at the airport, obviously. But the whole vibe of it all, I just feel like I'm so at home, which I am. I love Orlando. I love Florida. Look how beautiful it is. Look at those palm trees. Look at that city life. Okay, now this is downtown Orlando. It's funny because these buildings, it's so amazing when I look back. None of these buildings was here when I was a kid, right? And we're gonna ride past the I think it's called the Kia Arena. Now it used to be the Orlando Magic something, I forgot. but they changed the name. I just found that out. Where they play basketball and all that stuff. But yeah, the Uber driver was flying. I was trying to get all the footage I can get. So bear with me. Like I said, this video is going to be a bunch of talking and just touring the city, from Orlando to Tampa, down International Drive, because the plan was, we were going to hang out yesterday, well, the next day, which was Saturday, which we did. And then I went and hung out with Shell and planned to go to the beach on Sunday. Sunday came and Hurricane Debby came through and wiped up everything. So there was no beach life for me, okay? But that's all right, family. We're going to go back. So right now we're just riding around Orlando downtown. Just looking around, checking out some scenery. Nothing major. I always like to ride around and it's nighttime too. I love it. It's so lit up. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, there it is, the Kia Center. It used to be, oh man. I'm gonna have to look at that and see. I forgot what the name of it was. It's been so long. Now we're heading down International Drive. This is the nighttime. So I'm showing you like nightlife, and then you'll see it in the daytime. We're gonna go back through during the daytime. Had to make a quick stop over to Wawa. I mean, you gotta go to Wawa, right? Gotta get some of that ice. And I decided to get me a pizza because it was pretty late. Nothing was open other than like some wild wings and stuff. Nobody wanted that. All right, so now you see the daylight has come. We're about to ride around a little bit and then head over to the Hard Rock and meet up with Shell and Ruben. I'm not for sure if this dinosaur world is new or if it's always been here. It's right on I-4. I think it's before you get to Lakeland or past Lakeland. I've never seen these dinosaurs before. It's a little dinosaur park. I know DJ would love to go visit this dinosaur world. He is so obsessed with Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Now he's into Transformers. I miss him so much. Him and my little baby girl. But anyway, yeah, Dinosaur World, I never even knew about it. I'm sure they just put it up sometime. I'm sure that's what they do. Okay, and then look at this. This is Florida, right? RVs everywhere. I'm like, oh, one day I will have one of those RVs. All right, so anyway, you see it, I-4, and there's the Hard Rock right over there to the left. I'm slowly approaching it right now, and yeah, so Shell and her husband Ruben, they're gonna meet me up here. We're gonna catch up and just enjoy, dinner and some drinks. Cause Shell, she's not really feeling good. I'm glad she even came out. I do understand she wasn't feeling good. Otherwise, we would have tore the town up. You know how we do it. But anyway, yeah, so I hope you enjoy the tour. We're gonna hang out here all night basically, and then the plan was that tomorrow, which will be Sunday, go to the beach. But unfortunately, that's when Hurricane Debby kicked in. I mean, I guess I wasn't watching the news. I wasn't paying attention. Well, really, I was in the store the other day, yesterday, and the lady was telling me that there was supposed to be a tropical storm, but it passed through and it wasn't coming. So I wasn't stressing about it. I was like, yeah, okay. A little bit of rain ain't gonna hurt nothing, right? This is Florida. Well, that wasn't the case. Hurricane Debby came through, and well, you know the rest. Anybody knows about those hurricanes know. It wasn't that bad, but the beaches was closed because of the wind and the wind, the rain, all of that. Anyway, so now we're inside the Hard Rock. And the Hard Rock, I must say, it is a beautiful hotel. It really is. Oh my goodness, though, it has so many people in there smoking their darn cigars. It's crazy because before, when I was smoking, I guess smoke didn't bother me, right? I never really noticed that, tobacco and cigars was thick. It never really bothered me. But I tell you what, it really bothers me now. Heck, to be honest, everything bothers my nose now. Oh my God, I hate that I had that surgery. But anyway, so now I'm sitting here waiting on Shell. She should be coming in a minute. In the meantime, I'm just hanging around here, just looking around. Yeah, just enjoying myself. Just being happy to be home. I love Florida. I love Florida. In the meantime, I decided to go upstairs right quick and check out the pool. I would love to one day swim in that pool. This is about the third time I've come to this hotel and not stayed at this hotel. Next time I come, I'm gonna stay here just so I can go swimming. I love the whole vibe. It's so nice. They got a bar hooked up over there. I didn't feel like going outside. It was too hot. So I just recorded it inside. But there's a bar right to the left. Here's the pool. And right there to the left is the bar, the outside bar. Nice little vibe. But it's just so humid and hot. I just didn't want to get out there. I'm like, ugh. I'll stay right here and, try to show you guys a little something. If you haven't been to the Hard Rock, but you Floridians, I'm sure you've already been here. But yeah, nice little vibe, nice little pool. Well, the pool is not little. It's a nice size pool, I would love to take a dip in that pool one day. Look at those beautiful palm trees. They just do something to me. I just love palm trees. It's just so tropical. Oh my goodness. So nice. So nice. So yeah, I just did a little bit more walking around up here. Yeah, just checking out upstairs and seeing how they have it decorated. Looking at the different plants and flowers. Whatnots. Okay, so Shell is here now. I'm gonna head downstairs to the Hard Rock restaurant where we're gonna meet and have some drinks and kick it, have some drinks, get something to eat, and yeah. Okay, family, so now it's Sunday morning. I'm about to head on over to Orlando, over my cousin's house right now. She stays outside of Orlando. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just feeling like it's something about Sunday mornings in Florida. It does something to my spirit. Grew up here, like I said, every Sunday Big Mom had us ready to go to church. We went to church every Sunday. And, you know, people down south worship the Lord a little different in different states, you know. The southern people just worship a different way. So now we're on the Florida Turnpike. And yeah, you have to get the turnpike over there to Orlando. So now, family, we are getting off on, downtown Orlando. This is my dad's old stomping grounds. May you rest in peace, Dad. Love you always. Love you and Paul. I'm getting so emotional right now just thinking about everything. You know, like I said, this is my hometown where I grew up. So as I'm approaching, and as I'm even looking back at this video while I'm doing the voiceover, yeah, see, downtown Orlando. So many memories. There's the tropical cleaners my mom used to always take her clothes to. We are approaching, like, really where I grew up. Like, this is crazy. I'm excited. If you can see how the camera's moving all around, I'm sorry about that. I just got so overly excited. It's kind of weird because, like I said, there's a few landmark things that's still there, but there's some things that's different as far as, you know, the trees and different landscapes that they've done. And, you know, right here to the right, it used to be a store right there. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was like a gas station, but it's not there anymore. And then right over to the right is the little Magic Fry Chinese restaurant. There's neighborhood churches. There's churches all over that we went to. And right next to the church is the Pork and Bean, Ivy Lane Apartments. They should be coming up in a minute here. Right there. This is the Pork and Bean, and you were not allowed to go over there because it's considered, it's the ghetto. It's the hood. But growing up, it didn't seem like the hood because it's just like right next door to where we grew up. Ivy Lane Apartments. And yeah, this is, I mean, they've made the news plenty of times in the past. I don't know it recently, but they have definitely made the news. Plenty of people have lost their lives over there. All right, so now this is considered Ivy Lane. We're about to turn on Ivy Court right here. This is the street I grew up on. This small little street just, oh my God, I have so many memories on this street right here. I can't even begin to tell you everything. It definitely looks a little different, but it's my little home. And over here to the left is Grandpa's house. We're gonna come back up around. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go through the circle here. where we played a bunch of dodgeball and kickball right here in this circle. All of these houses are still, they're just different colors. Like they've been painted, but they're still the same homes that's been here. This little ivy court, I'm going slow so you can get a visual of the court. And my friend used to live in that greenhouse right there. I can't remember her name. That's crazy, but she was one of my friends. And yeah, wow. So now we're about to approach my house, which is Grandpa's. It's not a house anymore. My mom had to sell it, but right there. And that tree right there to the right, that's the tree that I used to hang out in. And still see my grandpa sitting on the porch right now. I miss you so much, Paul. He had me go to the store, which we're about to approach right now. I would go with a note, and they would give me his day's work tobacco and his RC cola. I used to have to run up there and get that for him. I miss you so much, Paul. And you continue to rest in peace. Love you. Now, here's the store. I would go up here and take the note to get his tobacco and RC cola. And that's the laundromat that me and my sister played our video games, Galaga, Pac-Man, and she beat me all the time. This is another street we lived in. We lived on, actually, over there to the left, that beige house with that Cadillac. That was one of our houses. My mom rented that house, but my granddad actually owned his house, but it had to get sold. No need to talk about it, but it's not our house anymore. But this is the neighborhood that Big Ma lived in, and my best friend Tamika. She lived, we're going to approach Tamika's house in a minute. And then Big Ma, she's resting in peace. Everybody's gone. Tamika's still here. I haven't seen her in a while. I often think about her, my childhood friend, my best friend. She used to spend a lot of nights at our house. We spent a lot of nights at her house, Big Ma's house. That's Tamika's house right there. I don't know if I'm approaching it. Yep, right there. And you're going to go around another circle. One thing about it, it was a lot of circles. So now we're approaching Big Ma's house. One thing about it, they cut down a bunch of trees because that's her house right there. And it was a big tree in the front. And that screen porch wasn't there either. It was just a house, so that screen was put on there. I'm pointing towards the dead end. That's a pathway. We used to go down that path to go to the candy lady house. It was scary, so you had to keep it moving. I mean, you had to hip and dip. And now this used to be Red's party store, where I got all my candy. Alexandria grapes, now and laters, pickled pig feet, pickled sausage, whatever. My auntie used to live in those apartments right there to the left. This is my old stomping grounds. I mean, this is just, I'm telling you, family, this does something to me. Just so many memories. So many memories. I mean, I just want to cry when I think about it. It's amazing how time flies. It's just amazing how time flies. One thing about it, my son knows this whole area as well, because we was here all of his life growing up. We've come to this area so much because now we're going over to Kirkman, and that's where we're gonna approach Major Boulevard, International Drive, Universal Studios. Literally is about 10 or 15 minutes away from where we're at now. We're just gonna be bending that corner in a minute. I'm just riding you through some other little neighborhoods. This is where we used to go to church. We actually had to walk to church, okay? And we got chased by so many dogs. I'm talking about, I haven't seen Doberman Pitman. I can't pronounce it, Doberman Pitmans. But those were the dogs that we used to get chased by growing up. I haven't seen very many of those dogs. Oh, there's the Boys and Girls Club. And I don't know if this is a library that's coming up, but we did used to go in this building for something. I don't remember what it was. Should be coming up in a minute here. And I always thought it was the library, but I mean, I guess I could be wrong. It's the library or a community center or something. But I do remember being in that building. Okay, so now we're turning on Kirkman, and this is going to take me down to Universal Studios, to Major Boulevard, International Drive. All these are my stomping grounds. All these areas. This is where I grew up. This is my hometown. This is where Tippy came from. My roots. Oh, something about it. Something about it. I can't explain it. But when I come home, I get so emotional. I know I've told you that before. It's just looking at it. It's making me so emotional. So emotional. This place here, Metro West, never. Now this has never changed. It's always looked like this. Always. Always, always, always looked like this. Just beautiful. I think Metro West is either some apartments. It's not a college. I think it's some apartments that sit back there. You know, I as a kid, I don't remember everything, but I do remember this. But I don't remember if it's a school, or if it's apartments, or if it's like an industrial area where there's businesses. I might look and check that out. That's something I need to know. Anyhow, family, I hope you are enjoying the view, the tour. Not the view, the tour and the views, actually. Because all these restaurants, okay, as a matter of fact, they were not here either. Of course, there was no Panda Express, right? Right. There's no Panda Express here when we was growing up. All right. So now we are approaching. We are getting closer and closer to Major Boulevard. Those are, I don't know if you see those towers next to the left over there. Those buildings. Those are some hotels over there. And it should be like 2 hotels. It was called the Sheraton Twin Towers. They changed the name so many times over the years. But in the late 80s, my mom worked over there at the Sheraton Twin Towers. And yeah, she was a head chef over there. That's where I learned how to cook. And right here is our Waffle House that we used to hang out at all the time. That was our favorite place to go. And over across the street is TGI Fridays. We spent a lot of time over there as well. Just coming here to visit as family. As our group of my mom, my sisters, my niece, nephew, my son, everybody, all of us. All right, and here's Universal Studios. My plan was to hit the City Walk, right? Okay, and this right about now is when I'm starting to realize that I probably won't be going to the City Walk because the weather is starting to change. The skies are starting to change. And anybody that knows Florida knows that it's about to go down. I don't know if you see the clouds, but it's starting to turn a different way. So it's like, probably not going to be able to do that City Walk thing today. But family, as long as you continue to rock with me, we'll go back. We'll go back. I'll show you. I mean, if you haven't been to Universal. Actually, wasn't going to go inside the park because it's a complete ripoff. Been there 1,000 times. I already know what it's all about. Plus, I'm a wimpy rider, and I'm not going to ride any rides. All I would basically ride when I go in there. Now, they used to have Back to the Future. That was that deal. I used to love Back to the Future. Of course, I love Spider-Man. These are the animated rides. I can ride those. Jaws. I love Jaws. But when you talk about those Dueling Dragons and that Incredible Hulk and all those scary rides, oh, no. Tippy is definitely a wimpy rider. I don't get down like that. So I won't be going inside the parks. Plus, the darn parks is ridiculously overly priced, okay? They need to stop. Disney and Universal need to be shamed. If it's for the family, then why make the prices so expensive to where families go broke bringing their children to come and enjoy a magical time at Disney World or Universal? I mean, really. If you are listening, Universal and Disney, stop it. Stop it. Lower your prices. Aren't you rich enough? Anyhow, this is the other part of Orlando. Now we're heading over here to International Drive. We're going over this little hill. And I-4 is to the right. So over here is another part. You know, this was like, they've made this expensive too. But International Drive used to be, you can go over here and have a good time and not, you know, spend so much money. and not feel bad because you can't afford all those things, but now they're even expensive too. So family, like I said, International Drive used to be, a place where you can come and not spend so much money. You get a break from spending so much money. There was Wet and Wild and all these different things. Mystery Fun House or Mystery something, I can't remember. But yeah, right there to the left, that used to be Wet and Wild, but it's a resort now. So more money to be made. It's kind of upsetting when I ride through here though, because it's just sad how they just turned this into just too. Of course, it's always been a tourist area, but it's just out of control. Just upsets me just to think about it, because it just made it so expensive everywhere. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this tour. Like I said, the plan was, after we leave International Drive, which we're almost done. International Drive, it's a long strip, but we're only going halfway, not even halfway. I had to stop at the famous McDonald's here on the right hand side. I had to use the bathroom, and this McDonald's is huge. Okay, I think I've already vlogged in that McDonald's, so I had to use the bathroom. I didn't have time to be vlogging anyway. But it's like one of the world's biggest McDonald's, okay? They're making waffles in there. It's huge. I mean, I probably should have showed you. But like I said, I was trying to hurry up and use the bathroom and try to get back on the road, because I could tell it was going to rain, and I was just trying my hardest to and then all of a sudden I realized, you're not going to make it to the beach, okay? Just forget it, because once you get over there, the beach is going to be shut down. It started blowing all that wind and all that and the wave, and yeah, reality kicked in, and I realized I'm not going to go to the beach this time. But that's okay. I'll make it there again. I'll make it to the beach, and I'll take you with me when I go. Yeah, and so basically, well, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. I believe the Titanic should be coming up in a minute, and we did that presentation. It's amazing. If you ever come to Orlando and go down International, do that Titanic tour. It is amazing. It reenacts. I mean, they try to reenact the whole little thing or whatever, but it's pretty cool. It makes you. It does the boat scene, the ship or whatever, when it sinks, when the ship was sinking, and basically it just reenact the whole thing. It tried to, and I really liked it. I think it's coming up now. I can see it. I'm all talked out. I think I've been talking. Well, I know I've been talking this whole video. I've never done anything like this. I hope you like it. I hope it comes out pretty good. You guys know I have problems with my breathing and my nose, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm not sniffling and snuffling. Okay, yeah, here it is, the Titanic, right here. That's a nice thing to go do. I would suggest it if you ever come. So I'm in the McDonald's parking lot right now, but like I said, I had to hurry up and run to the bathroom, so I wasn't even thinking about vlogging. Who cares anyway? It was just a big, huge McDonald's, okay? It has like 2 or 3 floors. It has an elevator in it. They make waffles and all sorts of things. But if you pay attention to that billboard up there, I was letting you see that. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, now here's when all hell breaks loose. Right here. Okay? Tropical storm. Hurricane Debby came through and ruined everything for Tippy. You know Tippy. You know I don't check the news, the forecast. I don't check stuff like that. So this is what I ran into. Yep. You know, it rains and it stops, and it before it really gets down with it, that's what it was doing. So we just made it on back home before stopping at Dutch Brothers. I forgot, Dutch Brothers. This is new here. When I lived in Arizona, it was a happening thing, and that coffee was delicious. So now it's over here in the South, over in Florida. I said, hey, let's stop over there before we go home. And now I'm just sitting here looking at the rain, and I'm thinking, well, I used to go swimming in the rain when I was a kid. Yeah, when you was a kid, you did a bunch of things, right? You didn't think about being electrocuted and shocked by lightning. And look at that, little Geico hanging on for his life. And still raining. So won't be swimming and won't be going to the beach. Well, see what I'm up to. It's raining all day today. But that's okay. We're gonna come back another time. I did get to go to my granddad's neighborhood, well, my little neighborhood where I grew up. I'm watching Family Business. Let me show you. Watching it on my tripod. Family Business. Look at Junior. Stop it. Who else out there watch Family Business? Because to me, this season seemed kind of stale. I could be wrong because it's like, I don't know, maybe the 3rd or 4th episode, but it seemed like stale. Yes. Let me pause it. Because I, just want to look out the window and stuff, and I'm just feeling like, but it's okay. My cousin, she went to a party. I don't do parties. And some type of indoor pool party. And she's gonna come back, take me to the airport. Yeah, family. Doing nothing, just watching Family Business. And making my way back downtown. Waiting on my flight. Gotta be to the airport at 4 a.m. Alright, so I'll see you guys back in North Carolina. Peace. Oh, what I meant to say was, I will see you guys at the airport to board the plane, and I will meet you in North Carolina. Okay? So, family, it's 4 a.m. I made it through TSA and all of that craziness. So I'm just sitting here ready to go home so I can take a shower. It's 4 a.m. and it's our flight. About an hour something flight. So once we get up there, we'll be rolling. Cannot wait to get home. I don't know. I like to drive. So Vegas, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, I ain't checked the weather, the forecast, but really this is Florida. It don't make sense to check it anyway because it's gonna rain. It's hurricane season. I didn't realize that. It's August, hurricane season, so it rained all day today. No beach. I didn't get to go to the beach. I didn't get to take a dip in the pool. But I'll be back, family. I'll be back. At least I got to go around my whole neighborhood. I hope you can hear me because I don't have my mic on and people are looking. I can talk on my phone if I want, right? I can talk to my family people. Alright, y'all. I'll see you when we get to Charlotte.